time. We're gonna talk a little boxing. Give me a chance to put my gloves on. Yeah. All right. But let me try to do my British accent. Talk a little boxing, little fighting. Anthony Joshua. How was that? Was that any good? Let me know. Let me know if my British accent needs some work. I think it sounds a little more like Australian, but I don't know. So let me know about that. So this was an interesting fight. First fight that I've got to see in some time. Anthony Joshua making his second IBF title defense. And he was going up against Eric Molina. Eric Molina was 25-3 with 19 knockouts coming into the fight. He had previously fought for a title against Deontay Wilder. And he showed a good account of himself in that fight, but eventually lost. Got a few wins after that, so that gave him some credibility coming into this fight, that he was a game opponent. Although he was a heavy underdog coming in. Joshua been only fighting for 3 years, and he was an Olympic gold medalist. He's only fighting professionally for 3 years. He's 27 years old. Coming into this fight, 17 wins, all of them coming by way of knockout. So, this was an interesting, coming into the fight, it was very interesting. The actual fight itself, it was a blowout butt whooping. And Joshua stopped Molina with 2:02 remaining in the third round for a TKO victory. And it sets up a very interesting match, April 29th, against Klitschko, the former heavyweight champ of the world. So, but coming into this fight, it was very interesting because you had a guy in Joshua who's a heavy favorite, but very inexperienced considering how old he is, 27, and this only being his 18th match. So there was some, basically a lot of people thought, yeah, Joshua should win, but if he gets sloppy and he doesn't take Molina seriously, things could get interesting. But Joshua proved that he's a pro, and he took care of business, even though he has a big fight coming up with Klitschko. This was like a trap game. You think about a football terminology, a trap game. All right, I'm playing the Browns this week. That should be an easy win. But in 2 weeks, I'm playing the Patriots. So I don't really show up to play against the Browns, and they beat me. Like that is a classic trap game. So this was kind of like a trap fight, and Joshua did what he was supposed to do. Recapping the fight, really not much to recap. I thought that Joshua controlled the action the whole time. He was the boss the whole time, and Molina was on the defensive for the entire match. In the first round, there was this really nice left hook. Joshua has a really good, he likes to jab off of his hook. He likes to go jab and then hook, so it's a sneaky little hook. But, yeah, he used that move, and that really snapped Molina's head back, bounced him off the ropes, and it allowed Joshua to control the distance in the fight, using that reach, using that athletic ability. That happened with like less than 20 seconds to go in the first round. That was a big blow. And then in the second round, about 30 seconds to go in the second round, there was this awesome, it was a sweet left uppercut by Joshua, and the sweat flew right off of Molina's head, and you could tell that the guy was just completely rocked. And that was another big shot that was landed. So in the third round, which was the final round, there was a straight right hand that basically knocked Molina down for the first time in the fight, and he set it up with the 1-2 and caught Molina right on the chin, and then he went down, and it looked like he wasn't going to get up. It really looked like he wasn't going to get up, but he did get up at the count of 9. And I couldn't get the referee's name. I was taking notes, but I didn't find his name. I think this referee did a deplorable job of protecting Molina, because although Molina got up and beat the count, when the referee signaled for him to come forward and step forward, Molina didn't step forward. And the referee had to, like, egg him on to, like, you know, step forward, come on, listen to my instructions. And if you're a referee, and first of all, I know I was never a referee in a boxing match, so I'm an armchair referee, and I get that. But, and it's also, it's in the heat of the moment. You don't have any time to think about stuff. I get all of that. But if you're the referee and you have to continuously ask the fighter to step forward, call off the fight. The fight's over. He doesn't want to fight anymore. Either he doesn't want to fight anymore, or he doesn't have his marbles and he can't listen to instructions. But either one of those two, you have to know to stop the fight. But this referee dropped the ball, let the fight continue, and then, of course, what did Anthony Joshua do? Just swarm the guy, pummeled him, and finally the fight was called off with 2:02 remaining in the 3rd round. So that's basically that was basically the fight. If I were to have a scorecard, I would say all referees, I don't care how fixed or how, you know, shady these referees' score sheets are, I would have to say everybody thought Joshua was ahead at this time of the fight when it was over. So, you know, I think going forward, Joshua is very interesting character to follow. I'm going to really want to see how he follows this up with his match against Klitschko. And then waiting in the wings, of course, is Deontay Wilder. If you haven't seen Deontay Wilder fight yet, picture LeBron James beating the hell out of people. So that's basically what this guy is. 6'8", trim, athletic basketball build with an 83-inch reach that could just, you know, he can knock you out from the other side of the ring. This guy's out there. He has a belt. Anthony Joshua has a belt. They're looking to unify this heavyweight division, and that would be an exciting match for sure. So I'm happy I got to see this. I'm happy I got to see it for free. I didn't have to shell out $80 or $100 to watch it. 3rd round knockout. Anthony Joshua improves to 18-0. April 29th, a match with Klitschko. Football Rob, signing off.